Some more problems in literacy. Only less than 2% is invested in the education sector. With such a low percentage being invested in the education sector, how is the education sector supposed to change? Where are the changes coming from? Who is going to come and contribute and say, here, use this and change the education sector? The government has to make education a priority for everyone, for all its citizens. At least the young people who are school and college going age need to be in a classroom. Pakistan has also remained one of those few countries where education falls under the federal government. Until recently, till the education was handed back to the provinces, this was a major issue. And when one ministry for the entire country has to look at education, it becomes a difficult task. Now, with the 5 provinces looking after education in their provinces themselves on their own, makes the task a little simpler. However, there is still a catch. When different provinces do different things, and families and students move from one province to another, disparity shows up. So somewhere, although the provinces are doing education now on their own, they need to come together every so often and look at what they are doing, collate what they are doing, analyze what they are doing, and make sure they are doing more or less the same things in all the provinces. One thing a government could do is to increase the budget which is to be allocated towards education. Yes, 2% is peanuts. The government needs to make sure that more funds are available for education, especially today when we look at the computer age, the IT age, the digital age, the electronic age, and computers and those kind of gadgetries become important in education. 2% is not going to get the school or the class or the students anywhere. The government needs to take education seriously and raise the amount, the percentage that they spend on the education sector. Another thing is to create awareness amongst people about the importance of education. Since most of our population is illiterate, most of our population is in the rural areas, they don't understand why education is important, how education will help change the lives of their children and their future. This awareness needs to be created. And for it to be created in the rural areas, we need to have women who can go and talk to the women, impress upon them how education is important and what changes it can bring and how the future of these young people can be different. This creation of awareness will change the mindset of the population towards education, and hopefully more young people will be in schools and dropouts will decrease. Most people in Pakistan are Muslims, and they are still unaware of the fact that Islam promotes education. At the beginning of this module, we looked at how Islam promotes education. And so if Islam promotes education, and most of the individuals living in Pakistan are Muslims, why don't they take advantage of what the Quran teaches about education? We as Muslims should be in the limelight of education. We should be the symbols for the rest of the world, because we have got this induction from the Holy Quran. Are we practicing that? Why are we not practicing that? What keeps us from getting our young people, boys and girls? Because the Quran emphasizes both, education for both men and women. Even when Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, the Holy Prophet, said that he would set free the prisoners who would teach Muslims, we can seek to comprehend to what degree education is important in Islam. He would free the prisoners who would teach Muslims, regardless of what religion the prisoners were from. If a prisoner in a prison taught Muslims, made Muslims literate, the Holy Prophet said that he would release those prisoners. You see the importance Islam places on education. It is for us to look at all this and see how we, as Muslims in a Muslim country, can make our population the highest literate population in the world.